we're going to have some great news to share from Jen today. I can't wait to hear about it. Um, I hope it's a book deal or a job or something awesome like that. But we'll see what she says when she gets here. Betsy, hello. Keith, greetings to Florida. Rich, hello, hello. Friday. It's Friday. I don't know what to tell you about today, besides that it's Friday. We've got through this week. We did it again. Um, Maybe start off with a little bit of trivia. That's always nice on a Friday. We learned about Sears Roebuck the other day. Let's see what I've got here. Um, I don't know. I think we've already read that one. The term drawing room has nothing to do with sketching. The word drawing actually shortening of withdrawing. For this was the room to which guests withdrew after lunch. Go to the drawing room because you're withdrawing from the dining room so that your servants can tidy up the evening dishes, is what I'm guessing. Keys, poopy pants. Sorry. It is Friday, isn't it? Did I say Friday? No, it's Thursday. What the hell? I thought it was Friday. Oh my God. I put Friday on the thing, except it's Thursday. How did I forget what day it was? Well, that's Varinus for you, everyone. Can't remember what day it is. I think I can still smell things. I've got this coffee that I picked up. Let's smell the coffee. Now I can still smell things. I can still taste things. It's not Friday. It's Thursday. Oh my God. Well, it'll be Friday eventually. If we all just hang in there and keep not giving up. Keep on not giving up, and it'll be Friday before you know it. Well, this is exciting. So for me, there's 2 Fridays this week. There's today and Friday. Oh my God. It's Thursday. Wow. Draw up a chair in the drawing room. Yeah, it's not Friday. Everybody wishes it was Friday. Don't skip over Thursday. Dana, you're here. Happy birthday. Turned 68 yesterday. You hardly seem a day over, much less than that. But congratulations. 68. Sweet age, tender age. I hope to get there one day. I can take my time. I thought I was a day closer than I am because I thought it was Friday earlier, but it's Thursday. Oh my goodness. Well, how are we going to make it through a Thursday? We did get a little package from you today, Rachel, but I'm not going to show that off until Belinda arrives on the scene. I had looked up, let's make it Friday. All right, David, let's make it Friday. Sometimes I think Wednesday is Sunday. Yeah, see? Yo Prez Jake. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, I'm running for president. Please feel free to don't write me in. No, save your vote for one of these other bozos. Happy belated birthday to Dana. Yeah, it's all. Jen, you have some news. I can't wait. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Happy birthday to Dana first, everyone. Oh yes. Happy birthday to Dana. We're hearing all that. Jen, I'm very excited to hear your news. I'm sure you're typing it in there right now as I'm vamping away and drinking my coffee. Although I shouldn't be having any more mood alterants because I've already forgotten what day it is. I'm a little embarrassed about that. Of course, if I think about it, I did know it was Thursday, but maybe I was just so excited for this week to be done. It's been a good one, though. I have to say, I haven't hated it. All right. Just replay this show tomorrow. No, wouldn't do that. Let me ask Mr. Predicto. That's a good one, Darren. Mr. Predicto. Mr. Predicto. Is it Friday? Is today Friday?
Definitely not.
Oh, Mr. Predicto nailed it. Sometimes he's off and you wonder if he's all the way in the game, but he says it's definitely not Friday, so boom. And I have no way of... Jen got a job at Toyota as a contract analyst. Man, I know what Toyota is, and I know what a contract is, but I don't know what a contract analyst at Toyota is. And so that's going to be exciting for me to learn as we go. I know that when you buy a car, you sign a contract. So, but I would think that contract, you would want that analyzed by your own lawyer as the buyer. Anyway, it sounds like an important job, Jen. Contract analyst. I mean, you don't just get to be an analyst. Any jackass can become a consultant, and that's what I usually go for, is consultant. There's some good money in consulting, and any jackass can become a consultant. But analyst, that sounds a cut above. It sounds a cut above. Analyst sounds a cut above. What are those jackasses that predict what's going to happen in the news? Pundit. Analyst is above pundit, I think. Above or parallel to pundit, or better, more scientific than pundit. I thought I was going to take a drink of this, but I'm not. I just saw Belinda come through the gate, so she should be here shortly. I'm going to pull the thing down a little bit to get a better. You can see the tops of these orange pants. I think I'm on day 4 of these orange pants. When did I put them on? Bad news. Nice knowing y'all. Lol. Oh, Jen, does this mean you're not going to be able to come to the show? You can't put your... I don't know what it pays to be an analyst, but I think you can get some Bluetooth earpods and put the show on your phone and be doing your analyst work, and then it's a half hour a day. Come on. Maybe you can get us some fans at a Toyota dealership. Maybe, God forbid, you get Belinda and I a good price on a giant Toyota camper van that we can drive around America in. That's what I'd really like. Wow, Thursday, how can that be? I know, Jeff. It's a mystery to me as well. Keys has put a link in there for something that doesn't look even like it's clickable. IT contracts. That's about all I know. IT. Well, congratulations. IT sounds even more technical than cars to me. Keys wants to run it by his Octopus Teacher. I cannot believe I still haven't looked up and watched the preview for Octopus Teacher, but I'm going to do that. Mitch McConnell and Dana both had childhood polio. You contracted it from the vaccine. Mitch by kissing his cousins. Well, yeah. Wow. Dana, there's so many things that I thought I knew about you that I don't know about you. What the hell is going on now? Now I'm getting feedback from the phone. I think I accidentally turned on the audio. Sorry about that, everybody. I think that solves that problem. I accidentally touched something on my watch that connected to something on the phone. Oh my God. Toyota moved their headquarters to Texas, so it's Toyota corporate. Wow. Earbuds, excellent idea. Yeah, well, I'm no pundit or analyst, but I am a consultant, so that's my job. Earbuds, get out there. Bluetooth, have you heard of it? Google it. It's your race bib for the Cap City 10K poopy pants. I'm not sure what that is, Keys, but all right. Echo, yeah, I got it. And it is production at its finest. Belinda's really making a big deal about getting all the groceries in. I feel like she could come in here and knock out the last 20 minutes of the show and then put the groceries away after, but that's not the way she feels. And that can happen in a marriage. The way that you feel is often not the way that the other person feels. So I'm having all my feels. Wait till she finds out that I thought it was Friday. Darren trying to get a job as a contract analyst investigator specialist. If you could get to be that, no one knows what the hell you're up to, and all the analysts and investigators are jealous and suspicious of you because you're the specialist. So I wish you luck. You need more cheesy special effects like that. That wasn't even a special effect. That was an accidental feedback. Rich wishes his wife put the groceries away. Yep, I get it. I don't think she's actually putting them away. I think she's putting them on the kitchen table, and then I'm going to be putting them away when I come in. But I could be wrong. She'll be so mad if she finds out that I said that. Ooh. If it's all ice cream, you'd think differently. Yeah, I would, but I know it's not all ice cream. I never did get the bedside mini fridge, Dana. I dreamt about that, and because years ago I had said in my act that was my dream, was to have a bedside mini fridge with a coffee maker on top, so that I'd wake up and the coffee would automatically be being made, and at night I could be watching something in bed and drinking beer out of the mini fridge. Oh, I never did get it though. And now they do make combination nightstand mini fridges. Jen says, hubby says it's steak and crab tonight. Woo, yeah. Well, don't let him tell you what it is. You tell him. Hey, who's the contract analyst here, Jen? You tell him what it is tonight. All right? Clinton, you're late. A lot has happened. We've cleared up what day it is. Here comes Belinda. Jen has got a new job. She's a contract analyst at Toyota. In the interview, they said they had an important question because the team all eats together. What is her favorite food? She said Mexican, and that's what put them over the top. Classic answer in Texas. Welcome aboard.
Well done, Jen.
You were missed.
Well done.
I thought it was Friday. At the beginning of the show, everybody was like, it's not Friday. I kept going, we made it, it's Friday.
Oh, no, yesterday was hump day. Yeah, you've only got a cup of coffee. Excuse me. Excuse me.
No, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, so,
excuse me.
Jerry, so Jen's got a new job. Congratulations to her.
That's fantastic.
I saw that
Joan, hello.
We've got something to open from
I know, but
from
it's
Rachel. It's an anniversary present. Our anniversary is not until October 12th.
Yeah, I feel like maybe we should wait. But you can tell us, Rachel, what we, if you think we should wait or if you think we should do it more, but earlier. But I also have to say thank you for all the beautiful pink and yellow tissue paper that you put in the box. That will be my gift wrapping for Christmas this year. So my gift wrapping has just had a complete upgrade because I reuse gift wrapping, can you believe, many, many times. And my mother says my gift wrap, the stuff I send to New Zealand, sort of like, what is this? But I think it's quite inventive.
Well, you and I are both
we paint
sort
it sometimes.
of like work-as-you-go gift wrappers. I just put it together, and if I don't have the right size piece of paper, I just cut off a little more paper and tape that over the gap between the paper. Maybe I'm a little more homemade than you are.
Oh, I think I make. I actually. I try to make the fact that it's sort of bespoke, reused. I try to make that sort of an art form, but my mother doesn't get it. Anyway, the pink and the yellow will be a super upgrade. One year, Fanula and we got white butcherbox paper and Fanula painted it and we did it in pink and green. My grandmother thought it was so lovely she would just put the paper on the wall as a piece of art. But we really, I thought, went all out for our wrapping. And then Ed, I have to tell you, thank you so much for the thing about the California and the electric cars. I talked about that on KGO 810 radio station program that I do this morning called It's the Planet Stupid. So we talked about Gavin Newsom doing that. Executive order to get us on electric car sales only in 15 years in California. Yep.
See, Kevin wants to know what groceries you got for me to put away.
Oh, goodness. Well, I had to spend a minute in the kitchen to put the milk and we're still on dairy here, guys. We're not,
Still on dairy?
Yeah.
I'm not stopping.
Yeah, we're total dairy.
I'm not stopping until we're out of cows.
I did put a few, I had to put there was some ice cream as well. I had to put that in because we have to get ice cream for Fanula. Lots of vegetables. We've got really beautiful asparagus, or what do you like to call it? Asparagus?
Oh, I had a German friend who pronounced it asparagus. Asparagus. Yeah. I think that's funny.
And then we got, so we've got a lot of nice, I don't know, I go to the co-op and I buy a lot of stuff and then I still don't know what I'm going to make for dinner.
We're members of the co-op. Oh, are those your new glasses?
These are my new glasses. Yeah, what do you think?
Oh, I like them. They're tortoise shell, but still the same shape as your blue ones.
Yeah, they're spiffies. They found the last pair of spiffies. They found an orange pair, and I love orange, but I was like, no, don't have. But they found these.
Oh, you could have got me the orange ones.
They're still there.
Oh.
And then they've got green lenses. So they've got just a tiny tint of green, but then when I go in a lot of sun, there'll be more green.
Oh, when you said you found these and you were wondering how to pay for them, which card to use today, I thought you meant you were ordering them right then. I didn't realize, you're picking them up to come home right then.
Yeah, they've already got my special lens in them. I can see them. I can read. I can look out there. Yes, having dry eyes, it was the only thing that could have made my trip better. They took a long time to do the adjustment of the arms. But if I could have seen, who there.
Oh,
my favourite Scottish actor. Yeah, I could have seen Ewan.
That's
See,
too
my
bad.
favourite Scottish, I do love David Tennant as well. But I love David Tennant in a different way than the way I love Ewan McGregor, if you know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen.
Good God, I'm not sure I do know what you mean. But
no
that expression when they say there's
you.
not a dry eye in the house? Mm-hmm. If someone says that around you, I'm going to say, I beg to differ. Lady Jerry's got dry eyes.
Oh no, come on now, I'm doing all my stuff. I put my heating pad on at night. I give them a massage in the hot shower. I've got day
Saying my
creamy
pants
orange
need to go in the
pants need
wash.
to tumble in the washer.
Yeah, no, these are going
Yes.
in. I hesitated to put them on this morning, and then I went for it.
Clinton, it's a bit terrible to tell you what the maker of my glasses is, because they're made by a company called Spiffy Society, which I think is a bit of a wank for a name, but anyway. But they have gone out of business, so these are sort of one of the last pairs of Spiffies that you could get.
They've gone out of business?
Jeff has to get on my good side now after the whole whisker business yesterday. Yeah, well, that was a bit on the nose, Jeff. Or not on the nose. It was a bit, I know, it was a joke. Yeah, it's
So soft. Sometimes
yeah,
when the sun hits your mustache just so, I love it.
Okay, he's got it bad, and I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but I
No,
mean the
I'm
things
so in
that
love with you.
the things that I do that he loves. I'm like, okay, are you sure there's not something wrong with you?
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, because I mean, really,
Betsy says you need a pair of glasses that lets you only see Ewan McGregor.
we're not allowed to mention the gorgeous Ewan McGregor. Of course you are. I just said, Jen, it's really a bummer. The only thing that would have made my trip to the optometrist today,
Oh my
perfection,
God.
would have been if I could have seen Ewan McGregor, if he had been there.
First of all,
I mean, I'm really wishing that I could go back in time and redo the Ewan McGregor encounter that I had, because I was not good. I was,
Well, first of
losing my
all,
body space.
I want you all to myself. But second of all, if we became friends with Ewan McGregor, I would love that. That whole the motorcycle documentary series, TV shows that he makes with his friend Charlie Borman, where they travel from Europe. They go from London to Russia, or maybe it's the other way around. That was the first one. So great. The Long Way Around, and then there's the Long Way Down, where they go from Africa up to London. I mean, they're so great. Okay, and of course his acting also, but those two.
So, and maybe my iPad heard me saying the name Ewan McGregor. Because the other day, the bike ride because they start at Tierra del Fuego, don't they? They come all the way up to Los Angeles.
I can't search that.
No. What the hell?
Yeah,
Siri's
Siri.
now. My watch is really going nuts today. I don't know what I got to do there.
But anyway, there they were on their motorbikes, him and his best friend, and I did think, maybe I could watch this.
Oh, I've watched that with you. It's
I know,
so good.
I know. Jake
so
has
good.
mentioned watching it
But
before.
it's motorcycles and it's travel and the little and they're such good friends, and they go through some tough times on these tours, and they're funny the way they talk to each other about the challenges they're having. I think those are on Netflix, the Ewan McGregor motorcycle documentaries.
Yeah, they totally are.
Yeah, they're good.
Yes,
take
and
your
it
temperature.
was, you're right, it was on electric motorcycles, and they had a lot of worryation. Will we be able to, charge them?
I drove by the Harley place yesterday, 97.3 for you is your temperature. I drove by the Harley place yesterday, and they were advertising an all-electric Harley that they're selling.
Wow, God, what are the
Yeah.
meatheads who really like that thing to make a lot of noise going to do? Maybe they'll make it themselves. Vroom, vroom,
Well, with some
vroom.
of these cars, they they add a speaker in that plays the engine noise.
Play some rumbles. Well, it's quite, when you do drive an electric car, I mean, you notice it as the driver, people don't hear you. So,
Keys is saying Fargo. We got to watch Fargo,
yes.
the TV show.
And Keys is also talking about his lovely Scottish neighbours. Super lovely. Scots are really fantastic people. And I love that Uma made them some food, and I want to hear how it goes when they make you some haggis, Keys, and how you do
they
with
don't
eating.
really,
know.
haggis. They only serve that to you as a okay, you asked for it. It's not like they
Yeah.
all love haggis.
Not like you do, Jerry. You love haggis.
I've never had haggis. I've never had
Tripe.
menudo either.
Oh, I've had tripe.
which is
I think
some
I
stomach
told
soup.
you. Yeah, I told you guys about eating tripe, which is stomach. Ugh. In France.
Oh, well, this is a question. I
rich.
feel like we've had this, but maybe not exactly. And this is a
Can
question.
I ask you, or are you going to ask me? How about it? Come on, let me ask you a question. Here we go. He's already looked, so he could have worked out his answer a little bit
Yeah,
ahead.
I had that one.
Oh, there have been questions like this.
Similar
If you
to
didn't
this, yeah.
have to worry about money, what would you do with your life?
If I didn't, if I didn't have to worry about money, what would I do with my life? Well,
He can only understand the question when he reads it himself.
Well,
when I read it to him,
was
but
reading
he doesn't
the thing,
actually listen to a lot of that I'm saying. He can't multitask.
I was reading
He's
that Ed was
multitasker.
saying that Ewan used the pre-release electric Harley for this latest trip. That's what I was reading, and then that caught my eye, and I had a hard time deciding what I would do with my life if I didn't have to worry about money. And I have to say, while I do have to worry about money, we are kind of at a point in our lives where the amount more money that we're going to be making is, we don't really know for sure. But we've got our savings, and how are we going to, what's the life that we can lead with what we have, and what do we want to do, especially during Varinus time, because I can't really work right now, except for these virtual corporate things, which are terrific and fun. So I've been trying to think about that, and I think we've decided we're going to get some kind of a camper or a van,
As
or
they know,
something.
because we've talked about that on the
So
show.
I think we're going to try and do that, and I feel like that's what I really want to do. I mean, I don't really have any other dream. I wouldn't mind traveling a bit outside the United States. I'd like to go see a lot of Africa. I've never been to India. I'd like to go to Greece and Turkey.
Yeah, Africa's pretty fantastic. So, Clinton, yes, you are right. There are a lot of Scottish people in New Zealand. In fact, my mother's maiden name is Stewart. So I have a lot of, so I'm Scots and English mainly. And in the South Island, there are so many Scottish people that they actually have a bit of a burr. And my nieces and nephew who went to school in Queenstown, which is the bottom of the South Island, pronounce their R's, which you don't. And so when we first went and stayed with them when Fanula was little, I thought, oh, are they taking the piss? Because Fanula and Jake say R's. I don't say R's. I say the name Mark, Mark, not Mark. And their Eloise and Lily and Jasper were with their R's, but they call it the South Island burr because of the Scots influence. They say their R's. That was a great. I think that was a great story.
It was a good story. Halfway through, I was like, maybe I should put the brakes on this thing, and then I thought, no, let's see this thing.
Don't tell Lady Cherry to shut up, because the note to self didn't go too well last time.
Yeah, I'm not going to step into the middle of this car wreck.
Yeah, and then it turned out it wasn't such a car wreck.
No, you really pulled it out of your pants.
It's just, I didn't even, I was 23 before I'd ever been to the South Island, which was amazing. I'd been around the world and seen tons of other countries. And then when I went to saw the South Island of New Zealand, I was like, oh my God, why didn't someone forcibly put me on a plane and say, before you see any other country in the world, go and see the South Island of New Zealand, because it is spectacular.
Dana's saying for wildlife, go to Galapagos. I'd like to go there, but then that's a bit of a tricky. I mean, Galapagos is kind of suffering from too many tourists.
Yeah, too many people going.
Oh, did you see this? I thought was a funny thing in the news today. They've been studying this whale. They've got a radio tag on it, and it had done this record dive of 3 hours, and then it did another dive after they were like, holy, can you believe a whale can stay underwater for 3 hours on one breath of air? And then it did another dive that was even longer, almost 4 hours on one breath. This whale was underwater, and they were saying it's a record for mammals, and it's like, who's keeping track of how long whales can hold their breath?
Has something gone wrong?
It's a record to no, the whale was fine, but it's this idea that we're all going, can you believe this whale set a record? It's like, hey, look, there's a lot of whales doing stuff out there in the ocean that we're not measuring. For all we know, there's a whale down for 6 hours. We don't know. It was just such a weird whatever the racist, speciest thing for human beings to be saying.
The most anthropocentric,
we found a world
ridiculous
record whale breath holder. It's like, have you? What fraction of the whales are we measuring here? Ed's game plan is to spend 12 to 18 months driving around the African continent in about 4 years. Buy a car in South Africa, drive a circle and sell it there later. That's a great idea, Ed. You should check out Ewan McGregor's motorcycle journey, because they kind of take a motorcycle version of a trip like that.
your Hoover is your vacuum cleaner.
Keys is saying something. You got to. Yeah. There's people who are listening to only the audio of this, and even the people who are watching it don't always read the comments. So you got to kind of.
No, that's what you're for.
I keep saying.
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
You come in and tell me when I've done it wrong, and then you say.
Ouija says there's a moose across the street from his house in Alaska. What do you think about that? That sounds like a great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, there are some, apparently, Guinness Book of Records mammalian breathing records in the 7th edition. Wow, that's a very specific piece of information, Ouija. Are you into breath holding?
Oh, Dana saw a giant white shark on the way to Stewart Island in New Zealand. Hey, has anyone seen Ramon? Because I feel like we mentioned this yesterday, and I don't see him today. I'm gonna have to see if I can send him a message after the show.
Yeah, direct message him. Yeah. Okay, yeah, Hoover, exactly, Darren. You say Hoover.
Hoover.
Yeah, with an A on the end.
Hoover.
I say it with an A on the end. So Dana says that on the way to Stewart Island in New Zealand, he saw the largest white shark I've ever seen, easily feet between its eyes. How many feet? How many feet is feet?
Well, a 1 foot is this many. 2 foot is this many. Either way, it's a big shark.
Yeah, I don't want to see a great white.
Who do you think's going to win? Shark or a moose in a fight? Depends on if they're on the water or on land, I guess. Maybe not. Even on land, I feel like the moose makes a mistake, that shark's going to win. But if the moose keeps his distance, I like the chances that the moose is going to survive on land against the shark. But in the water, it's no contest.
Right. Yeah. Everyone is concerned about Ramon, so we're definitely gonna have to do some instant direct messaging.
Oh, Rachel says DM'd yesterday, didn't hear back. Hope he's okay. Yeah, he's got so many things going on with his health that he just may be indisposed for a little bit. But when he comes back, I'll message him today and see if I can hear something too. But yeah, it sounds like he must be sick. On land, the shark wins every time. Michael, well, interesting. I feel like the moose keeps his distance. That shark is going to expire. So,
I can't believe that. What time is it? And you're sucking down a coffee at 3:28.
Oh, I just felt like I needed to fire up for the show. I'm not going to drink the whole thing. I'm not going to have any.
But you're kind of immune, I think, to coffee. I bought some coffee ice cream, and it's made with decaf coffee.
Only in California.
No, yeah, I
we better take the caffeine out of the coffee ice cream. We don't want people to be going around jacked up. Next thing, they're going to be selling ice cream with lactose intolerant pills in it.
Well, they do sell all that different, treaty dessert that's like ice cream that's not made out of dairy. Coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk. There's one that's called oaty something or other. I do not want oat milk ice
I just
cream.
don't even know. We didn't need to invent oat milk. I didn't think, but we did. When the man of the house is the boss, it's usually between decisions. What does that even mean?
That you get to make the decisions between the big decisions.
When there's no decisions being made, that's when
you're
I'm
the boss. Yeah, otherwise it's all me.
I get to wear the crown. I get to wear the crown during the nighttime, but then when we're out in front of our subjects, you wear the crown. We don't think so. We don't have any subjects.
Yeah, we don't have. We were talking last night about, who.
Man, you dressed pretty nice for the grocery store. You must have been hoping to run into Ewan McGregor. I mean, she's wearing some high heel shoes.
I've got some slip-on mules on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show them because the ladies might quite like these. So and the men
mules
might quite like them as well because they look a little bit like a baseball. So I have to say, men really like these shoes. The stitching, like baseball stitching, and they've only got a little kitten heel, so it's not too crazy to walk around on. Here's the thing: I'm just a little bit sick of wearing the same 5 pairs of jeans and blah blah blah, and
it's like we're dressing up every day to go to some kind of backyard volleyball party or something.
So many yoga pants, I'm
going to wash these orange pants, and I don't know what pants I'm going to put on tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, with different... I've got one pair of track pants that I love so much that I have to stop wearing them now because I'm going to wear them out, and I'm planning on them lasting my whole life. So... But,
Keys, Ramona's a Marine, not too worried about him. You're worried about the neighbor, the irritating neighbor he's probably strangling. Well, yeah. I would too. I feel like Ramon could take care of himself. He's been through quite a lot.
Flavia can't wear heels because she's got weak ankles. Flavia, condolences. I don't do a lot of heel wearing. I did wear a huge pair of platforms out here once because I was just so sick of wearing my Birkenstocks or my Doc Martens.
I had a pair of those Dansko clogs.
Oh, and you had to get rid of them.
They were just this high, but they're also then this high in the front. And I had to get rid of them because I kept rolling my...
Oh yeah, you can really roll over. Yeah. And I can't wear. I couldn't be, we were watching this new TV show, Duchess, last night, and of course, the woman who's in it, Catherine Ryan, she goes to pick up her kid as if she's in an episode of Sex and the City, but she's in an episode of her own television show.
Oh, yeah, God. So
and she's got enormous heels on, and she's got a silver, space coat. And I'm like, there's just no mother in the world, unless she's just jumped out of her car and walked across the street, who's walking blocks and blocks of London or, a big city to pick up her kid in,
But
with
it
high
was
heels.
funny.
Or unless she
The
was Sarah
Duchess-
Jessica Parker.
The Duchess was funny.
And, yeah, she was funny. She was a bit annoying, but she was funny.
Well, it's time for us
Yes.
to bring this Friday happy hour to a close.
It's exactly. Yeah. Oh,
It's Thursday, everybody.
yeah.
We'll be back on.
knows
If you
it.
thought today was happy, wait till you come back for the happy half hour on Friday. Oh my God. Okay, so today's Seize the Day is from Louis Hay. When we create peace and harmony and balance in our minds, we will find it in our lives.
Louise Hay.
I thought that's what I said.
I thought you said Lewis.
I said, today's Seize the Day is from Louise Hay. When we create peace and harmony and balance in our minds, we will find it in our lives. Would you like to
Yes.
give me a high five, Lady Jerry?
I will. Just a nice, relaxed. Yes.
Muchos gracias.
Oh, de nada, kind senor.
Don't give up. We'll see you all tomorrow. And we love you, Ramon, wherever you are.
Yeah. Calling Ramon, come in for Friday, okay?
See you
Because
guys.
otherwise it's going to be a little bit. I think people are going to go nuts if you're not here tomorrow. So
Yeah.
yeah.
TGIT. I like it,
Yeah.
Darren. Thank God it's Thursday.
Yeah.